All right, so wanted to go over the variables and random number generator. So, so when we're talking about variables, we obviously have things that we can make with integers, so like whole numbers. So sometimes we want to do it with heights and widths and our x and y coordinates because that helps with that. And what you can do is you can actually declare multiple in a row, like I have here. You can do the same thing with color variables. So these store them, so then later on we can actually use them to then use in multiple places and not have to worry about copying it out over and over and over again. So those are two that we really use. There's strings, which are whole words, and it's with a capital S, word. There are floats, which are decimals. There are characters, which are single letters. And usually we declare them all, like I said in the last one, we declare it above our void setup. And that makes the scope of them global, so we can use them in every single one of our void methods. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to declare a few of them and make a size here. So I made a size. I'm going to declare my x and y to be here. Now my width, I want to make it a random number. So I have to cast it to being an integer. So then it makes it to a nice random number because unfortunately with random, it actually makes it a random decimal between your lowest point, which is the first one, and your highest point, but not including it. So if I really want to go to 250, I have to go to 251. And then this int part in front says take whatever that decimal is and just give me the integer value of it. So if it gives me 52.7, it's just going to give me 52. It's not going to round up. It's not going to do any of that. It's just going to give me the whole number and just truncate off, cut off the whole end of it. And I'll make my height. I'm going to make it a random number as well. And because I want to make it a little bit smaller, I'll make this between 30 and 176. And to set up your color variables, you have to use the word color, and then you give it your RGB value. So let's try something like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write out two rectangles. I'm going to fill them to two different colors. I'm going to fill them with the two different colors. And I'm going to use the random width, the random height that I have for that. So when I run it, what I have here is these two pieces. Now the width and height are exactly the same, but these are actually 5 pixels apart. So then they're not exactly on top of each other, but they're side by side. And it doesn't matter what random things show up, they will always be nicely beside each other. And if you want to use your word, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have here, I'm going to fix these two things, just copy them over from something before. So I need to set my word variable equal to the word hello, and then I'm going to put it at 300, 400. And because I didn't set the text size, and the text color is this awful green that I have right now, it's actually really small in the corner there. So if I want to make the size, remember text size first, and let's make it 60. And the only trouble is it could overlap here, which then you don't see some of the letters.